Hello, this is my review on season 1, also known as the complete series of the show Wandavision. Wandavision, it's called. I give the show a 8 out of 10. It's from 2021, I think. I'll put that right here on the title when it came out of my video. I give this show a 8 out of 10. For I don't hate this, I just didn't love it a lot. But then again, that became sort of the standard for me with the Marvel movies. Most of them. You know, for the ones I like, with the main MCU timeline that takes place in the MCU timeline that's been going on since Iron Man 2008. And yeah, I give that. I'm not really crazy about the one. I haven't fully thrilled with like all the movies that are in the main timeline of the MCU. I'm not really thrilled with any of them. But then again, I'm not really thrilled with the show of Wandavision, so it kind of fits the MCU standard formula for me. My feelings towards the MCU kind of fits my feelings towards the standards. Not really the highest standards. Marvel has never held the highest standards since they've been connecting their movies with Iron Man. The Marvel movies that take place in the main MCU canon, all those ones I couldn't really care that much about for the ones I like. And which is all of them I end up liking. I don't really hate any of them, even the bad ones that everyone's supposed to hate. Like Captain Marvel and Eternals. I like that as much as I like the Iron Man trilogy. I thought the Eternals movie and the Captain Marvel movie was fine. Okay, standard Marvel stupid stuff. Story. It's... This is for me, okay? So, why I give this series a 8 out of 10? It's as good as the Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider movies that have gained a cult following in the years of the internet. As far as I know. I thought this movie was like this WandaVision show isn't a terrible show. It's not a really great show. And it takes a while for the action to start going. Like, to start showing some comic book action. It don't really show comic book action until the last 2 episodes of the finale. They start to show, like, a comic book action in the finale of the final episode. But in the episode previous, they don't really they show flashbacks and some cool action with visuals shown in the show, content of the show. It's explained the show, and there's only like 9 episodes of the show. Thank God. There's not that many. If there was more, I would start to like the show. If there was more episodes than this 9 episodes, I would actually start to like kind of a decline with quality for me. I would start to hate the show if there was more episodes than just fucking 9 episodes. But I'm glad it left it at 9. And it left out 1 season. Thank God. But this is connecting the bigger story of the MCU canon. The whole show takes place in canon of the bigger story of the MCU. So, I'll spoil the story for you. Wanda Maximoff, and basically voodoos her magic by accident, and brainwashes the town of this place called Westview, and enslaves the entire town and makes them act like a friendly sitcom fashion. Doesn't realize it until Agnes, this other witch, comes late in the plot. Uses her magic to free their minds from Wanda's control and Wanda realizes what she's done, and then starts to undo her magic, but then stops when she sees her kids and Vision life's in peril and starting to fade away from existence because they were created by her magic through the hex itself, which she carries part of the power of the Mind Stone within her. Because it's explained in the show, she got her powers through the Mind Stone. It's explained in the show, and it's also explained in the show. She used reverse psychology logic to get the upper hand on Agatha, the other witch, that was draining her magic, and realized she set up this little thing earlier when she did the hex that basically outsmarts Agatha. And so she gets the other drop on Agatha and brainwashes Agatha thinking she's a citizen of Westview and keeps her prison in Westview by brainwashing her and rewiring her mind by this magic touching her. Okay, that's kind of fucked up event to do for. That's kind of cruel, I think, and fucked up. One could argue that's very villain of her to do that, and not very heroic of an act to do. Kind of a shady thing to do, I have to say. One could argue, and I will. That's kind of fucked up. Yeah, I know Agatha was the main villain of this show, but, you know, when the main protagonist of the show is doing as much villain stuff to her, doing those same villain stuff to it starts to get lower, when she starts does that stuff, sounds like, you know, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got confused. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, Wandavision. So, Wanda Maximoff rewires this witch's mind with magic and make her think she's a friendly, nosy neighbor of Westview. That's kind of a fucked up thing to do, I gotta admit. And very villain, I think. But I guess this show doesn't know. I guess two wrongs make a right in the world of Marvel Studios story. Two wrongs, I guess, do make a right. Go figure. That's the moral of the story. Two wrongs make a right. Damn, that's fucked up. The ending just gets the audience. Two wrongs make a right. What a stupid thing to say to the audience, you know? That's what I got from the rest of the story. Two wrongs make a right. Stupid. This movie's also very slow, and because it's intended not to show any really action before the finale of comic book action of whatsoever, Because it's mostly the rest of the show is shot for if you're like if you're not this mostly says this a lot of the show of how the first two episodes shot in black and white, later episodes are in color, and explain the story for story's sake, of story standards, why it's changed and the like that from black and white to color, and stories explained. And you have to see all these episodes in order to understand what's going on, because this series is a serialized story. The whole season is connected and has cliffhanger. It ends on. It basically builds on each other, each episode. So you might want to see. So I wouldn't recommend. I'm not saying. I'm just saying, if you're going to see the show, see all the episodes from. You might want to see all the episodes in order first. And not in random order. I don't know how many people still see shows in random order, though, you know. And often, I don't. So, my thoughts on Wandavision from Marvel Studios, it's a 8 out of 10. That's my final verdict. And those are my thoughts on the show. I liked it, but I didn't love it. So, it's 8 out of 10 for me. WandaVision, yeah. Although I gotta admit, the best ideas they did in the show with the stories is the stuff with Vision that tied into the real Vision, the true Vision, that got turned into White Vision from the comics. I really dig that story and the results of that results of that story playing out with White Vision. I like everything with White Vision and stuff, but I wish I knew where he flew off to in the content of the world of Marvel Studios. It's not really explained where he flew off. He's gained his memory back through the Hex Vision that was created by the Hex for Wanda's magic, and flew off once he regained his conscience and his memories, all of them from past life. Before he got killed off by Thanos twice in the contents of Infinity War. Well, he actually got killed off by Wanda first, then by Thanos the second time. I got confused for a second, okay? Those who didn't see this movie, Infinity War, don't know how it ends. Well, that's how it ends. Thanos wins. And, so, that's all good. Gotta say, I got the best parts about that show. There's stuff with the stories they did with White Vision and the main Vision, the true Vision, all the real Vision storylines they did tie into his story and developing him. And I thought all the stuff they did with the Vision, the real Vision, and how it tied into the Hex Vision. And was cool and all, but I wish there was more tension, better drama in the show, works in the show, and more better tight tension, and that felt like more worth it and less like filler. And that's what most of the show felt like, filler. But then most of the Marvel movies feel like filler. I come to think of all of the Marvel movies feel like filler. One half they never felt like filler. Going back to 2008 Iron Man movie. They all felt like filler. No, Iron Man felt like a filler for the upcoming 2012 Avengers movie. Once Nick Fury showed up screen and says, I'm here to talk about the Avengers Initiative in 2008. It just opened me, this is an opening intro for what's about to come. Avengers from 2012. And it's like, what's the point of watching Iron Man 1 now? Now that I have the 2012 Avengers movie came out. And that's why the 2012 Avengers movie is my favorite MCU in canon Marvel product from Marvel Studios. From 2012 Avengers movie, I give it 8 out of 10. It's my favorite MCU Marvel movie of all time. For standalones, and that's kind of all the movies in the movie franchise, and all of the type, and all the, you know, all of the ones I've seen from 2008 and after Endgame. I still see the ones since 1 or 2 since after Endgame. One from Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness that came after Endgame. Yeah, I forget what the second one was. Internals. I think came after Endgame. Spider-Man No Way Home and Far From Home came after Endgame, I seen. That's about it, I think, of the 4 movies I've seen after Endgame. So I've seen all the movies from before Endgame, Avengers Endgame, and some movies after Avengers Endgame. I'm still a bit behind on a lot of them, so a few a bit right now. But again, that's my only that's my problem with the Marvel Universe in a nutshell. Within the main canon timeline, that's also known as the Sacred Canon timeline, known as the 616 Earth timeline for Marvel Studios, known by Kevin Feige, is what he's called the adaptation of the 616 timeline. So, and my favorite Marvel product in the MCU is the first Avengers movie from 2012. Show and movie. Out of all the shows and movies done in the main timeline, that's been with the Marvel brand. I'm not counting the Netflix shows that got taken from Disney, and now you can find them on Netflix. You can't find them on Netflix anymore. You can find them on Disney Plus now. I'm not counting those shows, okay? Because some of those shows I like a little more than the first Avengers movie, like Daredevil show. Charlie Cox Daredevil I like more than the first Avengers movie. Both seasons of Daredevil. I haven't seen season 3 yet. The whole thing, okay? I've seen one episode of episode 1. It was pretty cool. And another Marvel product I like more than the first Avengers movie is Luke Cage show and Jessica Jones show. Not Iron Fist. I liked Iron Fist less than the first Avengers movie, actually. And I think Iron Fist, the show, at least season 1, I only seen season 1, is one of the weaker products Marvel has put out. You know, for stories, you know, season 1 is. But I liked Iron Fist a lot better how he worked in the show of the Defenders show than he did in his own standalone show. When he teamed up with the Defenders and found the Defenders was Daredevil, Luke Cage, and Jessica Jones along with them all together in the Defenders show. That lasted for 1 season, sadly. I really love that show. A lot more than the first Avengers movie. By the way, I was supposed to be ending this video, right? Yeah, sorry, I realized, I forgot I was reviewing Wandavision, and I gave my final verdict on an 8 out of 10. So please subscribe to my channel so I can grow my subscribe past 41 subscribers. I have 41 subscribers now, yay! And so subscribe to my channel to grow my subscribers. Hit the like button to grow my likes, and comment below. Let me know what y'all this review. And sorry if this went on for too long for you guys. I'm sorry if I got distracted. If I went on too long. I'm going to just shut the video off now and let you get going on your merry way. Bye.